Hello, Bigger Pockets. This is Ben Leybovich coming at you. Guys, you know I've said many times, this is what I do. It's my trick. When I get stuck on ideas, when I don't know what to write about, I just go see what my friend Brandon Turner writes and then just argue the other side because that's what we do on Bigger Pockets. Well, that's the situation here. I got stuck and I didn't have time this week. I was busy, so I went to see what Brandon wrote. And what did Brandon write? Can you believe this? I was looking for an article. I got a book. Fabulous book, by the way. As you can see, I bought the book. Fantastic. Well written, well edited. If you haven't gotten yours, you should. I can't really disagree with anything in this book. It's a really good book. What I can do, what I'd like to do is add to it. I think one of the big, well, let's take a step back. What's creative finance? Creative finance is figuring out how to buy property with no money down. I mean, that's the essence of creative finance, right? If we had a ton of money, we wouldn't have to be creative, right? So that's what this book is about, okay? And one of the chief takeaways for me, as far as long-term holds, now he spends a lot of time in wholesaling, which is really good, but you know how I feel about that, so I'm not going to talk about that. But as far as long-term holds, what Brandon talks a lot about is partnerships. This is my peeve in life and in business. Here's the thing about partnerships, and it really goes back to money. Money doesn't change people. They often say money changes people. Money doesn't change people. Money simply amplifies that which is there. Okay? So, pardon my French, but if you are dealing with a person who is, how should I say this? PG TV. Not a good person to start with. They will be even more so not a good person squared when money is involved. And if you're dealing with good, honorable, honest people, you will be amazed at how much more honorable and more honest they are when money enters the equation. With that in mind, is partnership, in principle, is partnership a valuable tool? Yeah, but there's a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. What it all comes down to is know who the people are before real estate, before money, before finance. Know who they are when you partner with them. Now, a little more on the semantics. The SEC is very clear how you can and cannot advertise yourself or your investment opportunities to general public. You cannot. You're not licensed to sell securities. Okay? So if you're a newbie and you think that, oh, I'm just going to go out and just, tell people I'll give them 9% return on their money, you can't. You can go to jail for that kind of stuff. Okay? That's the first thing. The second thing is, I'm going to tell you a very dirty little secret. You've heard a lot of conversation here and everywhere about syndication. Reg D syndication. An SEC set up limited partnership base vehicle to conduct business and acquisition of real estate. The dirty little secret is that we as syndicators, as real estate entrepreneurs, want to do business through an SEC qualified vehicle, not so much having to do with investors, our limited partners in the deal, our money partners in it, but us. We want to protect ourselves against possible liability, possible lawsuits. Here's the thing. Everybody's happy as long as things go well. When things don't go so well, the lawsuits come out of the woodwork. Okay? The private placement, which is basically Reg D 506, advises people, essentially. I mean, the paperwork is like, the attorneys generate the packet. The paperwork is God knows how many pages long. I mean, 100, 150 pages long, whatever. But mostly what is accomplished on those pages is potential investors are being told, you are stupid for even considering investing in this. Why? Because you could lose your money. In other words, the sponsor doesn't guarantee a return on investment and is therefore hereby absolved of liability against you losing your money. So don't be coming to sue them. Okay? That's the primary purpose behind doing partnerships in the real estate world as a syndicated vehicle. Otherwise, we'd all be doing democracies, we'd be doing LLCs, just simple partnerships, and that's that. I mean, there's other reasons we prefer not to do that in terms of, too many bosses on the deal. But fundamentally, liability is a huge thing in partnerships. And you need to be very, very aware. So coming back to Brandon's book, partnerships are key to our success. But there's a right way to do them and a wrong way to do them, which is a big can of worms that needs to be explored before you simply decide after reading this great book that you're going to go out and offer investment opportunities to everybody in sight. Just a moment of pause for you. There are very significant downsides to partnerships. Okay? Get this book. This is a great book. I read this in probably about 3 hours cover to cover. Fantastic. Easy to read, well edited, just an easy read. Do yourself a favor. And, by the way, there's an interview with me that if you get the complete package, I don't know how many it is, 50 bucks, 70 bucks, whatever it is. It's cheap, essentially. Get the whole package. The interviews with Jay Scott, fantastic. There's mine, there's others as well. So, okay, well, good luck partnering with everybody and making a ton of money, but be mindful who those partners are and what they are before they're your partners without money involved. And then maybe that'll give you a clue as to how they're going to behave in your partnerships. Okay? Thank you so much. I hope you enjoy this video. Thank you. Bye-bye.